78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, please share this joint. All right, so let's talk about it, y'all. Just disgraceful. Shedeur Sanders, the college phenom, son of an NFL Hall of Famer and legend Deion Sanders, entered the NBA draft and early on was projected to be a top 5 pick, but then he slid. And there's nothing wrong with sliding. That happens to a lot of players. They slide a few spots, or might even slide, 10 spots or something like that. But he slid from the top 5 to like the top 15-ish, and then it slid till now they're talking about he might not even be drafted in the first round. Everybody's like, what? Shedeur Sanders, one of the best college football players, won't be drafted in the first round, and it was just mind-boggling, like what was happening here. But I'm sure everybody knows that this stuff has to do with Deion Sanders, his father. But I watched the draft last night, and there's a lot of good picks made. But I thought that definitely Shedeur Sanders should have went to either Pittsburgh or New York, the New York Giants. To me, if nothing else, if the other teams weren't going to take him. I thought definitely with New York moving up, I'm thinking they finna come get Shakur, which I was like, okay, that's smart. They finna get Shakur. And Pittsburgh didn't take him. There was some rumors that Pittsburgh Steelers might take him. They didn't take him. And Shedeur, this is why Shedeur and his team did not go to the draft. They had started hearing rumblings that it was going to be some type of humiliation ritual in process. And they said, well, we're not finna go to that up there and be to the draft and be embarrassed. We're not going to go up there and then don't get drafted in the first round. So they stayed home wisely. They wisely stayed home because the NFL definitely was up to no good. Now, let me tell y'all something. Shedeur Sanders, I'm going to show y'all what the league is saying about Shedeur Sanders, okay? This is why they're saying he slipped, okay? This is from an anonymous NFL assistant coach about Shedeur Sanders. The worst formal interview I've ever been in my life. He's so entitled. He takes unnecessary sacks. He never plays on time. He has horrible body language. He blames teammates. But the biggest thing is he's not that good. Wow. You talk about brutal. That's a brutal quote, alleged quote from a alleged NFL assistant coach. But I believe that somebody said this, and this is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting for them to say this type of stuff about Shakur. But I'm going to tell you, this is how they think. Deion Sanders, being one of the greatest athletes, let alone NFL players, but one of the greatest athletes the world's ever seen, he was a confident player, right? Deion is a confident coach. He's a confident man, right? Deion believes he can do all things, right? He believes he's a religious man, so he believes if he worships Christ, he can do all things. Now, if you really truly believe in God in the way people say they do, and why wouldn't you believe you can do all things, right? If you really believe you that dude, if you really believe that you're serving a God that if you pray to that person or to that deity can help you do all things, why would you be confident? So this is why I don't even get all caught up into the religious stuff, bro, because a lot of it is just hypocrisy, man. Deion believes in himself, all right? He believes in his kids, and he instilled that self-belief into his children. His children grew up confident, believing they can do all things. Now, that rubs some people the wrong way, especially when you're black. When you're black, some people like to see you humble. I'm not just talking about white folks. There's some black folks too that like to see black folks humble. They don't believe in black people being prideful or confident. You know what I'm saying? And they want to see you with your head down. They want to see you humble. They want to see you talk with a certain tone. Don't make eye contact with certain people and all that kind of stuff. That makes other people you're talking to feel more confident about themselves and their stature, their position. But when you walk into a room with your head up, chin in the air, right? They think you looking down on them. See, your confidence only exposes their insecurity. And that's what's happening with Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur, was prepared to be drafted last night and somewhere in the first round. He has all his family and friends there, his father, and I didn't like watching them be humiliated like that. You know what I'm saying? He took it very well. He made a statement, a speech, and I think what you're going to get from Shedeur Sanders is a dedicated Shedeur Sanders. I think he's going to work harder than a lot of people, and I think that he's going to be determined to come out there um, next season for whoever gets him in the second round. I think he's going to be determined to come out there and put on the show and make sure he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of this draft. I think that's what he's going to try to do. I mean, throughout history, Aaron Rodgers slid. He was picked late, and he ended up being a very good quarterback before he went nuts. Brett Favre was picked at 33. Tom Brady was picked somewhere in the second round. You know what I'm saying? So and so on and so forth. A lot of great players came were overlooked. So what Shedeur has to do is lock in. Don't let this keep him down. Keep your confidence and your spirits up. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is this type of stuff, that I seen coming a long time ago, which is why Shedeur and Deion ticked me off when they were seen celebrating with Ryan Garcia after Ryan Garcia cheated young Devin Haney. And it really bothered me to see, because I was a big supporter of Coach Prime, Deion, man. And when I seen them hugging up on Ryan and all that stuff Ryan was doing, I'm like, man, I can't believe y'all dudes. But I know they had a connection based around the alleged religion of Ryan Garcia, which was all fake, but whatever. But now, Coach Prime, who a lot of teams I think were afraid to draft Shedeur, mostly about what I just said, because they feel like he's arrogant and they uncomfortable with that. And then some teams just feel like Shedeur is not as good as others think he is. Some are afraid to get him and then have to deal with his father, Deion, because Deion knows all the tricks of the trade. He knows how things work. He's going to be a tough negotiator. He's not going to let his son be taken advantage of, much like Bill Haney did not let his son get taken advantage of. And I'm telling you right now, people don't like that, bro. They don't like it. When you're doing business, they do not like the fact that you have this black kid with a father in his life, and his father knows what he's talking about from a business standpoint. They don't like that. They want to be able to get your kid in a situation to where they feel like they own him. They don't want him being protected. So Deion is a threat, in my opinion. Deion Sanders is a threat to the establishment of the NFL and them drafting his son, and in that team, Deion is a threat, I should say, because the team won't be able to take advantage of Shedeur. Deion gonna see the mess coming, and they don't want to have public battles and spats with Deion Sanders and things of that nature. But regardless of the fact, I feel bad for Shedeur, but he rich, he gonna get drafted either way. But this is part of the game. This is the humiliation ritual for Shedeur Sanders that they want to put down on the kid. He'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? They did what they wanted to do for the first round, but somebody will get him in the second round. And they just want to humble him. They want him to come in. They're hoping he come in with his head down and feeling doubting himself and all that kind of stuff. He needs to keep his head up. You know what I'm saying? And his brother said, man, if they doing this to you, and what they going to do to me? You know what I'm saying? So, this is what it is. But once again, this is what they're saying here. We read it again. What some anonymous NFL assistant coach said about Shedeur Sanders. The worst formal interview I've ever been in my life. He's so entitled. He takes unnecessary sacks. He never plays on time. He has horrible body language. He blames teammates. But the biggest thing is he's not that good. Now, I don't know what teammates they talking about, because I ain't heard Shedeur blame no teammates, but, that's what they saying. You know what I mean? So, y'all let me know what y'all think. What team do you think Shedeur Sanders will be drafted to? 78 Sports TV, salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button, share the video, y'all. And make sure, above all things, y'all go sign up to my Patreon. Hit me up on Patreon. That's patreon.com/78 Sports TV. Come on over there, get some of that good game. Sign up today. Holler at y'all in a minute. Deuces.